Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry for James Conner. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And there's James Conner with a run that gets everyone's attention. He joined the Arizona Cardinals after 4 years in Pittsburgh. And his best year with the Steelers, 2018. Named a Pro Bowler after a 973-yard, 13-touchdown campaign. Mixed results the last couple of years as he's been in and out of the lineup. But with consistency, he can still be an effective runner.
Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series.
To throw again on second down. Murray. He'll get that one complete to Conner. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
This defense for the Niners, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
They'll run here with Conner. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Murray going to throw. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just...
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Nick Bosa able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up fourth down. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think, That's just going to naturally continue. Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance rolling to his right.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Now a play fake. Lance.
He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Davante Adams, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Murray now. And he goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
A first down for Connor and then some. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flushed out right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray from 17 yards out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we're in the middle part of this season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
On second and very short, Lance. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he's got room. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance on the move to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
7 yards to pick up there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. On second and inches, Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is alive. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40, the 20. And all the way into the end zone, and it's 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Now on second and 16.
Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now Lance.
Buying time to his left.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Lance looking to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And Lance now to throw.
It's caught here by Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
And Lance going to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game. So they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. Draw play here. Lance hands to Mostert.
First down and a little extra for Mostert. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, Raheem Mostert, we know the story from special teamer to postseason hero. All he needs is a little bit of space, CD, and he can do the rest.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to 4. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. On 1st and 10 is Connor. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray. This is caught. It's Kirk. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Shotgun now for Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think that teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. And remember, they've had their open week already. So this could be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Lance. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Deep for the Cardinals, Christian Kirk. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the clock reads 30 seconds to go, so really not a whole lot of time to speak of. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. To throw, it's Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st down, Lance
escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Ross Dwelly, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
And this will be caught as they convert here for two. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray.
Flushed out right.
He'll air this one out for Kirk.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Murray now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
First down, Arizona.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. To throw is Murray. And it'll be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Murray off play action. He'll buy some time right. On the right side, this is Miller. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First down, Murray. Flush to his right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Connor. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Right back to Connor here on first. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They run the counter. Edmonds. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. And it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, he'll step aside. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Connor, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Lance able to find Mostert.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Murray to Moore, first down, Arizona.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Play fake. Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From the gun, Murray. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Once again, it's Connor. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
He'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
He'll swing this out to Mostert.
They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. So the victory here for San Francisco. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground. But both really started to come in sync. So for San Francisco,
they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year.
And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.